Your specific person is about to confess their feelings for you because your next thought is going to manifest their love. Which, of course, we know exactly why that is going to happen, and it's because our assumptions are always going to reflect on a reality. But before I dive into that, I actually want to talk about something in which we would refer to as cycles. So does it ever feel as if you're cycling in your reality? Because when we hear that thought that your next thought could be the one to manifest your specific person, most of the time we have this thought of, yeah, but I've been trying this. I've been stuck in this cycle where I'm trying to manifest but not getting results. And the easiest way to pull yourself out of this, which again does relate to this concept of investing your thoughts, is that whenever we react to something in our reality, we are thus creating that cycle because you're not a reactor. You're not reacting to your reality. You are a creator. And if you begin to react to something in your reality that you don't necessarily love, then the only thing that can continuously come out about it is going to be that exact or previous thought and previous assumption. Because if you are assuming your specific person to be someone that maybe doesn't communicate with you, but you want to manifest that they're constantly blowing up your phone, that is totally available to you. But if you take that assumption that there's someone who doesn't do that, of course, in your external reality, you are going to see that be proven. And thus, if you become a reactor and react to that, it's only going to initially support the previous idea that they are not a communicator, and thus you are going to be stuck in that same cycle, and thus you're going to be spending your thoughts and kind of slightly moving away from what you want. But the crazy thing about the cycle is that it's totally up to us to pick and choose. You can leave the cycle right now, and all we have to do is pull out of the reaction and move into creation. And the way we're going to do this is by investing our thoughts in the outcome we want instead of spending them, like I've already said a couple times. But I want to give you a Neville Goddard quote that's going to kind of align all of this and make it very compact or organized within our mind. So here's what Neville Goddard wrote. He wrote, "Anytime we feel misunderstood, misused, neglected, suspicious, afraid, we are spending our thoughts and wasting our time. Whenever we assume the feeling of being what we want to be, we are investing. We cannot abandon the moment to negative inner talking and expect to retain command of life." So that's the thought process of the cycle. That last little part, we cannot abandon the moment to negative inner talking and expect to retain the command of life. We can't be creators of our reality if we are constantly reacting to it. But I definitely wanted to dive into that concept of investing. When you are thinking positive of the outcome you want, you are creating a change within yourself. And thus, in the same way, if you're saving your money to buy something you really like, you are investing your thoughts, time, and basically money, because thoughts are the coin in our reality, or the exchanged value to get what you want. You're investing that for the future that you want. But if instead, in the same way, if you're saving up for something you really want, but you're continuously spending your money on stuff you don't want or don't need and work against your outcome, then you again are spending those thoughts, and those are negative thoughts, pulling you away from totally fulfilling the outcome you want. But I have another example and another quote that I think will help out a little bit, as well as an example from a coaching session. So here's another Neville Goddard quote. He wrote, "Thought is the coin of heaven. Money is its earthly symbol. Every moment must be invested, and our inner talking reveals whether we are spending or investing. Be more interested in what you are inwardly saying now than what you have said by choosing wisely what you think and what you feel now." So it doesn't matter if in the past you've been stuck in a cycle, right? It doesn't matter if you've been spending all your thoughts in a negative way and talking against how difficult or how hard it's going to be with your manifestation. It doesn't matter what has occurred previously, because what really happens, or what matters, is what you're saying now. That's why he says, be more interested in what you are inwardly saying now than what you have said, because it's what you're saying now that's creating your reality. What you have said created your reality in the past, but you don't care about that, right? You don't care what has happened previously. I don't care what circumstances have created or has been caused, or I guess, yeah, created is the best word. I don't care what circumstances are in between you and your specific person. What you are doing, thinking, and creating right now is going to cause you to either be with them or continue reiterating the same exact state. And I actually have an example from a coaching session that is going to pull all this together. And it's going to show you how, again, you have the opportunity to invest your thoughts right now in what you want. But we might just be kind of in that cycle, creating something that we don't want. But by noticing and understanding this cycle, you're going to be able to pull yourself out of it. So here's what someone sent me after one of our coaching sessions. And the point or preliminary information you need to this is that their specific person was at this moment in time long distance. And so what do you think they were doing? They were stuck in a cycle, thinking that distance was stopping their manifestation. Distance was a problem. Distance was basically in their way as a condition that they need to overcome in order to be with their specific person. But after discussing more in detail this concept, here's what they sent to me. So they wrote, I'm manifesting lots of communication from my specific person while he's away, multiple FaceTime sessions, and him telling me he misses me and wants to see me as soon as he's back. So think about that occurring, that being created from the state that they were previously in, where they didn't think that their specific person wanted to talk to them. They didn't think that their specific person would contact them FaceTime. And now they're manifesting it and they're living that reality. And in that moment, they are living the outcome of their invested thoughts. So instead of spending their thoughts and moving away from this outcome, thinking long distance has to be difficult, that their specific person doesn't want to see them, they switched it and were able to see a complete difference in their reality. And you have the ability to manifest this same exact thing right here and right now just by focusing on investing your thoughts rather than spending them. As well as if you find yourself stuck in a cycle where you are reacting, remember, you are not a reactionary individual in your reality. You are a creator, and thus you are always creating what you are thinking and experiencing outside of you. And so again, if in the past you thought or assumed something negative, it doesn't matter. Again, Neville Goddard, it doesn't matter what you have said, what you have thought, what you have assumed. It depends on what you're saying inwardly right now and what you're assuming right now that's creating it. Because we can be reactionary and react to the previous things that we've kind of created or manifested in our reality, but that's totally denying your power. And a lot of times we accidentally convince ourselves that we don't have power. Like somehow we found ourselves in an area or a situation that we did not put ourselves in, but that's not the case. You are actively picking and choosing your reality and you have created it. So if you've created this, again, it doesn't matter how we got there, you can create something else and you can manifest the same level of communication that the success story was talking about right here and right now. And I think it's obvious to say that this isn't just communication. The same concept is with anything, basically overcoming any circumstance, any barrier you feel is in your way. And if you do feel like there's a barrier, you wanted to question exactly what's going on in your reality, make sure to any questions about your specific manifestation or just questions you had about manifestation in general, make sure to comment them in the comment section below. Remember, you can also reach out to me on my website if you wanted to send a personal question to me at kyleaugustcoaching.com. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm trying to end everyone's cycle of continuously receiving or not receiving exactly what they want. So if you know that's you and you're going to manifest exactly what you desire, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video. If you know that your next thought is going to be the one to manifest your specific person, absolutely destroy that thumbs up button. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video tomorrow.